Hello, everyone. Okay. Is the mic working good? Yes, okay, it is. Alright, yeah, so for those of you who haven't, well, I don't think y'all would know because I've only done like one thing related to this. I love a mystery game, and Nintendo just dropped that demo for that Emio the Smiling Man. And apparently, from what I understand, that this game isn't just going to be one short demo. This is like the whole first chapter or something. And I think they're actually giving you a few more demos later on. But I never can hold myself when there's a mystery around me, so begin investigation. Also, I probably should go ahead and point out this is Nintendo's first M-rated game made by them. There might be adult or sensitive subjects in here, so please watch at your own discretion. It was a nice day, the kind of day where you want to take a deep breath and savor the moment. Dude, you are screwing us over already. Good morning, Mr. Okay, I've played, well, kind of. I watched a friend play the other two, but it's a mystery novel, so I can really technically play without playing. I think I think the name is, and I'm sorry for to mispronounce this for anybody who has this as their name, Mr. Utsugi? I'm ready for my workday at the Utsugi Detective Agency.
Yeah, ohayo.
Good morning. Okay, so we're playing as the same guy from the earlier games. Good morning, nice weather, isn't it? Maybe we should tidy up. Open up a window? Don't, that's how bugs get in, and then you can never get them to go away. He didn't object, so I went to the window. That's when... There. A phone. Utsugi Detective Agency, Utsugi speaking. How can I help you?
Hi.
Uh-huh. Is that right? I'll understand. I'll be right there. What's going on? Who was that? I have a feeling our client. That was Kamada requesting our services. I'm heading to the scene, and you're coming with me. Inspector Kamada called us? Yes, sir. Prologue. A face. Dang, the animation got good. Scene of the crime. Mr. Utsugi drove us to a drainage pump station in... Oh, I'm not gonna be able to say that. Hang on, let me try. Kofuku City? You're from the Utsugi Detective Agency, right? Glad you can make it. Of course. Listen. What's the situation? It's a body, I'm afraid. Got an anonymous tip this morning. That is never a good thing. The victim was young, I say middle school. You never get used to this kind of thing. Okay. Victim. He's wearing a school uniform, local junior high. Beyond that, we don't have a confirmed ID yet. Doesn't have a student ID or anything? Cause of death? The victim was strangled, so asphyxiation. Time of death? Our best guess right now is around 9 o'clock last night. Observations? Our observations so far? Let me think about that. Let's see.
向こうで警察の人と話している。
詳細がわかるには
Uh,
気づいたこと。
yeah, this is like one of the big things about the Famicom detective games. Even watching my friend play this is sometimes you have to ask people stuff like.
紐状のもので被害者について話せるのはこれくらいかな。
See? And that is?
あのことって何なんですか？
実は発見
Well, it's
さ
not
れた
every day you find a body, let alone one that looks like this.
異様な様子。
Like what?
最初に見た
I
時
get
は
chills
正
just
直
thinking about it.
ゾッと
Never
したよ
seen anything like it before.
仏さんを見たのは初めてだからな。
Wonder what. I have a feeling I know what they're talking about because this looks like the area from the pictures they showed on the game in the eShop. So I have a feeling I know what he's talking about. So I don't think I can describe it. You might just have to see for yourself. Look, examine. Where? The officer's mood seems pretty dark. Forensic? Looks like they're collecting fingerprints. Fence. I wonder what's behind those trees.
何？
Oh, wait.
うっそうとした木々の奥には何があるんだ？
Oh, okay. Yeah, he doesn't say anything else. I can read faster than people can talk, so sometimes I'll just accidentally jump ahead on people. That bike is in pretty good shape. I wonder if it's still rideable. It's labeled Sasaki. Maybe it belonged to someone named Sasaki. I have a feeling I know who this Sasaki is. There's a lot of trash here. Some of the stuff doesn't even seem like it's broken. Will you take me to see the victim?
見せて。
I shouldn't have said anything.
探偵とはいえ
Do you have the right kind of clearance for that? I might need to check with someone. Okay.
でもまあ
On the other hand, I hate to bug them. You've done this before, right?
いいんですか？
You're
ありがと
letting
う
me?
ございます。
Thanks, I appreciate your help.
今回は
Just,
ち
you
ょ
know,
っと見るだ
don't
けに
touch
しておいて
anything
くれ
or
よ。
anything like that.
そこを離れなさい。
Hey, what are you doing? Huh?
やじ馬を止め
This
も
is
し
an
ない
active
で。
crime scene, officer. Your job is to keep the looky-loos out.
ク
No,
ゼ刑事
you don't understand,
お疲れ様で
Detective
す。
Kuze. This guy's
実は
supposed
こ
to
の
be
少年は
here. See? I'll
自分
explain.
でご挨
Hi,
拶します。
my name's...
待って。
Hold
そっ
that
ちで
thought.
話しましょう。
Let's find somewhere else to talk.
で、
All right. What did you say your name was? Please enter your first name. Please enter your last name. Yep.
僕、宇津木探偵
Feels weird to say it, but my name's Dusk Wolf. I'm here with the Utsugi Detective Agency.
探偵
Wait, you're a PI?
そ
Who
の
hired
探
you?
偵が
Well,
聞いてるの？
you're not getting all the
質
answers.
問に
あの、
Oh.
こっちが
It
聞いて
sounds
る
like you're
の。
about to ask me a question.
質問に
刑事さん、
This detective seems pretty tense.
僕が手錠
I
って
get
る
the
んだ
sense she's not helping us about us being called in.
聞いてるの？ キョロキョロしてないで。
Trying to find the answer on there.
女性刑事だ。
Wow.
クゼ君、
I've already met our friend here. Kamada.
鎌田警部、お邪魔しています。
Inspector Kamada, good to see you.
彼はわし
You
が
don't
呼ん
mind
だ
a
んじゃ。
little outside help on this one, do you?
うちらは
This is
私立
Mr.
探偵の
Utsugi, a private detective, and this is Assistant
彼
Dusk
は
Wolf.
宇津木さんの助手なんじゃよ。
But, sir. Lady, I'm the main character here. This ain't your game. Utsugi and I go way back, don't we? It's just a shame we're reconnecting over such unpleasant business.
はじめまして。
It's a pleasure to meet you, Detective Kuze. I'm sorry to interrupt your good work here.
申し訳ありません。
Hey, any chance she's related to the guy from Yakuza?
どうもクゼで
That's
す
okay. It's nice to meet you too.
失礼です。
You know, it's the strangest thing, but I feel like we've met before. I don't think so.
私立
I
探
haven't
偵
worked
に
with
知
any
り合いはお
PIs
りま
before.
せん
Alright, way to make me feel suspicious of the new girl.
鎌田警部
Any case, I need to get back to the scene,
私は現場に戻ります。
Inspector Kamada. If you would please excuse me. Sheesh. Tell me about it.
久世刑事
Looks like Detective Kuze stepped away.
先生とは
Okay.
事務所
Victim? The poor kid was just in middle school. You hate to see it. About Kuze. She's surprisingly strict, no? But don't take it personally, Wolf. Kuze's the best we got, but she can be hard on the others. Herself, too. Hope she didn't rub you the wrong way, kid.
いえ
No, sir, this is a tough situation. I get it.
神
Kami, you're late.
今何時だと思ってるのよ
What's that? Here we go again.
始まったか。
Hmm?
また始まったって
What did you mean when you said, here we go again?
あれじゃ。
I meant what I said. Huh?
すみません
Sorry, I'm late, partner. The traffic was bad and I forgot my briefcase, so I had to go back in.
言い訳はいいの
Have you been drinking? You might be able to pull this with another partner, but not
だい
me.
たいあんたはいつも
I feel like he drinks because of you.
勘弁してくださいよ先輩
Don't drink if you know you gotta go into work the next day, idiot.
やれやれ。
What a mess. She's really ripping into him.
いつものことなんじゃ。
I'm feeling a bit sorry for the other detective. The officers are sifting for clues in that garbage. Sorry, kid, that's out of the question at the moment. Man, Detective Kuze is not taking it easy on that other guy.
しかし今日のクゼ君はやけに厳しいの。
It's not Kuze's not, but she sure does seem off today. Tread lightly.
先生と
Hmm?
今呼んだら
Didn't the first officer was so say the victim looked strange?
被害者は
Well, heard the state of the victim is slightly disturbing. You could say that. That's part of the reason I called Mr. Utsugi. Huh? What would that have to do with Mr. Utsugi? Anyway, I'm sure you like to get your eyes on him, and I take you right over there, but I'm afraid that forensics is examining body right now. It's been transferred. And well, I'm not sure Detective Kuze would allow you two to get a look. Good old Kuze, following police procedures to a T. Then why are we here?
確かに
Yeah. But look, here's what I can share with you. Oh. This is how he looked when we found him. Oh.
とりあえず我
Let's
々
wrap
は
this up
引き
for
上げ
now.
よう。
You good with that, Dusk?
はい先生
Yeah, I mean, yes, sir, Mr. Utsugi.
こちらから
I'm
声
sorry
を
you
か
had
け
to
とい
come all
て
this way.
いいえ。
It's quite alright.
Yeah,
Let's be in touch. Hmm. You look sad, but you know what? I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna lie, if I looked up and I saw someone like that looking at me, I'm punching it. Or tackling it. Chapter 1, The Urban Legend. Utsugi Detective Agency.
あの被害者の様子
Wasn't easy to look at the victim, was it? It
かな
never
り
is,
奇
but
妙な
yeah.
姿でしたね。
The victim.
被害者は
We got a
佐
few
々
more
木英
details. The
介
victim name was
15歳の男子
Itsuki Sasaki.
地元の公立中学の3年生だ
Sasaki, he was just 15. I'm sorry if I butchered that first name and that was your name. He was fit and still in middle school.
佐々木
Sasaki, the name I saw on the bicycle.
死因は
As you
首を絞
heard,
め
the
られたこと
official
によ
cause
る
of
窒
death
息
was
死
asphyxiation by strangulation.
警察は
The
他殺
police
と見ている
suspect homicide.
被害者には目立った
There
外
were no
傷など
signs
は
of a
なかった
struggle,
よう
which
だ
points to a surprise attack or
顔見知り
someone
の
in
犯
the
行
victim
か
knew.
あるいは不意をつかれたかあくまで
That's
現時
just
点
me
での推
speculating,
測だ
though.
がね
Hmm.
しかし何よ
In
り
any
気に
case,
なる
what
の
I'm
が
most concerned about
死
at
亡
this
した
point
彼
is
の
the
あの
paper
姿
bag.
はい
What do you
先生は
think it
何か
means?
心当
What
た
do
り
you
は
think it means?
ああ
The
実
thing
は
is, I've seen it before.
彼が18年前に起
It
き
must
た
have
ある
been
事件の被
18
害者
years
と
ago
そっ
now.
くりなんだよ
We had a rash of cases like this one.
するとその当時の被害者もあの紙袋を
Victims found with paper bags on their heads?
ああそうだ
Exactly that. It's not something
今
I
また
thought
あ
I'd
の被
ever
害者
see
の
again.
姿を見るとは思わなかったな
Murders from 18 years ago.
18年前
It was 18 years
で
ago.
連続少女殺人事件
I cannot say that city's name. We had multiple victims, all young girls.
連続少
All
女
girls?
殺人事件、
年齢はまちまちだが
I believe we had 3 victims, all girls between ages of 13 and 19.
いずれもすでに
And the killer used bare hands, manual
つまり
strangulation.
虐殺しかもその
When
全
we
員
found
が
them, they all had paper
笑
bags
顔が
over their
描かれた
heads with
紙袋を
smiling
かぶった
faces drawn
姿
on
で
them.
発見されたんだ
Oh.
少女たちは
We couldn't
同じ
establish
年
any
頃だと
connection
いう
between
だ
the
けで
victims. They were
特
all
につ
just
ながり
around
の
the
ような
same
ものは
age.
なかったようだそして
And I'm sorry to say, we never solved the case. The killer is still out there.
犯人はまだ捕まっていないんだよ
じゃあ今
So
回の
we
事件
could
は
be looking at
同一人物
Yeah,
に
it
よる
could be
犯
the
行の
same
可能性
person
は
or a
否定
copycat.
できないと思うよ
Oh man.
18年前の
Three
事件の被
teenage
害者
girls
は
strangled to death
みんな
by that
女の
hand.
子
What a nightmare. So why has a dude been killed?
手で
18年前の被害者たちは
All of the victims
全て10
18
代の
years ago
女の子
were
だ
teenage girls.
ここまでの情報
It's a
の
lot
中
to
で
take in, I know, but
被
do you
害者
have
につ
any
いて
thoughts on the
何
case
か
so
思
far?
うところはないのここまでの情報の中で
あゆみちゃんもまだ来てないし話す相手は先生だけだ
Oh, right. Okay, so don't hit that button because it makes the menu disappear. Got it.
18年前の被
Doesn't
害者
quite add
は
up. 3
全員女
female victims 18 years ago. And now a middle school
佐々
boy
木英介
for Sasaki.
男の子だ18年前の事件の
Doesn't
被害
quite
者
up.
は
Why would a serial killer who targeted girls 18 years ago come back
そう
and target a
今回の被
boy?
害者は
Sasaki?
佐々木英介という男の子だ 確かにそこは相違点だね。
Yeah,
もっと
I'm
も
asking myself the same question.
当時の事件の
We
被
have
害
to
者
consider
が
the
女の
possibility
子ば
that
か
the
りだった
previous
理由
victims
は
all being
不明
female
のま
was
ま
a
だ。
coincidence. Part of me wants to say no, but the other idea is if this dude is a serial killer who just targets at people at random and all three of them were girls at night, maybe makes sense.
たまたま
We always look for a pattern, but we could be overthinking it.
今分かっているのはここまでだ。
I wish we had a little more to work with.
長い時を経て
Still, I
た
can't
2つの
shake the
事件
feeling
が
that there's a
どこか
connection.
でつながるのかもしれないね。重要なことは
I trust you've been keeping good notes. You never know when a seeming trivial detail will make all the differences. Any important information you gather will automatically be recorded in your notebook. To open in your notebooks, move the open notebook and cursor to open notebook and press A.
メモを重視す
Why
る
don't
こ
you
と
open
は
up your
探
notebook
偵
right
の
now?
基本
Let
だ
me。see if you got everything. I hate tutorials. Sasaki, 15 years old, junior high school, a student at... I'm gonna have a problem with this whole time, aren't I? Minami Daisan Junior High. The apparent victim of a murder. His body was found at a pump station in Kofuku City. Sasaki's cause of death was asphyxiation due to strangulation. It appears he was choked with a rope-like object. His estimated time of death was 9 o'clock. A paper bag with a smile drawn was found on the victim's head. Inspector Kamana. Okay. Oh, that's what we look like.
被害者の性別の
I
違
don't know,
いに
maybe
は
it's significant that we
何
now
か
have a
深い
male
意味がある
victim.
のかも。今回はより難解な事
This
件
isn't
に
going
な
to
る。
be easy. I hope you're prepared.
今回はよりな。
先生から他に。
Oh, that must be
あ
a
ゆみちゃ
movie.
んが来たみたいだぞ。
I'm never gonna get anybody's name right in here, am I?
お疲れ様です。
Hi guys.
あゆみ
Hey
ちゃん。
Ayomi.
何の話をして
Am I
いたんです
interrupting
か？
someone? You both look so serious.
僕と先生は
Itsugi and I told Ayomi everything we knew. You're
そ
joking,
れっ
right?
てまるで
That's an
エ
urban
ミオの
legend.
話
Haven't
じ
you
ゃな
heard
い
of
ですか。
Emio? You know, the smiling man?
エミオ
The smiling man?
あゆみちゃん。
Tell me
Emio
about the
って何
smiling
な
man,
の？
Ayomi.
微笑みの
You
エミ
might
に
also
男
hear him
っ
called
て書いて
Emio, a
エ
name
ミオ
that uses the
都市伝説
character for
の一つな
smile
の。
in man. Kind of like that weird TV guy from a few years ago in Virginia.
都市伝説。
And it's an urban legend?
どんな都市？
笑顔が描かれた紙袋をかぶった男が悲しい女の子の前に現れるっていう都市伝説よ。
Well, the story goes that a man wearing a paper bag with a smiley face on it appears in front of a crying girl. A paper bag with a smiley face on it? Are you serious?
うん。
Yes,
そうなの。
of course.
エミオは笑
So,
顔が
like I
描
said,
か
the
れた
smiling
紙
man
袋をかぶ
appears
って
in front of a
泣いてい
crying
る
girl
女
with
の
a
子の
paper
前
bag,
に
and he
現れ
says,
こういうの。
"Aw, you look so sad, but you don't have to cry anymore. After all, I can give you a smile that will last forever."
そして女の子
And
は
they
殺さ
always
れ
find the
て
victim
エミオ
afterwards
と
with
同
a
じ
paper
紙
bag on her
袋を
head,
かぶせられたまま
just
その
like
場
the
に置き去
smiling
りに
man
され
wore.
る。
Wow.
というのが
Anyway,
最も一
that's
般
the
的
most
な話
common
なの。
version of the story. Most common?
まるでエミオの話みたい。
It sure does sound like the Smiling Man urban legend.
エミオにも
You said that was the most common
いろい
version
ろな
of the
話がある
story.
のかな。
What are some
他
other
の都市伝
versions?
説みたいに。
うん。
Well, some
出
say
会った
that if you
時に
stop
笑
crying
え
and smile
ば
at
エ
the
ミオは
Smiling
そのま
Man,
ま立ち
he'll
去る
walk away instead
と
of
いう
killing
話
you.
もあったり、
A lot of urban legends are like that, though.
エミオの素顔を見たら殺されるとか。
But I've also heard if you directly look at his face, he's definitely gonna kill you. Again, if I ever see someone like that, I'm beating the shit out of it.
笑えば立ち去
So
る。
smile and he walks away. Look at his face and he kills you. Got it.
でも、
It's
泣い
always
て
a
いる女
crying
の子
girl,
の前に
though.
現れ
All
る
all
とい
versions
う
agree
の
on
は
that part.
全てに共通していることなの。
Huh.
都市伝
So
説
the thing about urban legends
口頭無形なものがほとんどだが実際に起きた事件が背景
is
にあ
that
る
they're
も
not
の
all
も少な
legends.
くない
Some of them hold a kernel of truth. Most legends are based off of one thing being seen wrong.
今回の事件は
For
そ
now,
の
I'm treating
後
this
者だ
as
と考
valuable
えるべきな
information.
のかもしれないかなり複雑な
I
背
say
景
we
があり
have a
そう
lot
だ
of work to do. Let's
今
split
回
up
の
and
事
get
件
to
に
it.
はというところで
Oh, but first,
こ
I'd
れ
like
を
you
二
to
人
take
に渡
these.
しておくよ
And
これは
those are... the-
携帯電話。
これで連絡が取り
Please
やす
be in
くな
touch
る
if there's any developments. Go on, take them.
受け取ってく
Considering what happens in The Girl Who Stand Behinds, I have a feeling you've been wanting to do this for a while. What actually year does this game take?
ありがとうございます。
Thanks. I'll keep it
活用
close
していき
by.
ます。
ありがとうございます。
Yes,
お
thank
借り
you.
します。
さて
Now, if
僕
you'll
は
excuse
確か
me,
めたいこ
I've
とが
got
あ
to
るから
follow up on
出
something.
かけて調査内容の分担は
I've,
二人で相
I'd
談
like
し
the
て
both
決
of
め
you
て
to
ほ
work
しい
together and decide the best way to split up your research. Understood?
わかりました。
Yes, sir. Understood.
いってらっしゃい先生。
Got it. See you later, sir.
あゆみちゃん、
How do you
どう
want
や
to
って手
tackle
分
this,
けしよう
Ayumi?
か。
その前に今日分かったことを整理して推理するのがいいんじゃないかしら。
I think we should start by reviewing our notes and see if there's anything we can deduce. Good
そうだ
plan.
ね。今朝、
So
遺
we
体が
have a
発見され
victim,
た佐々木
Sasaki,
君は
discovered this morning. Based on what we know so far, I suspect homicide. Somebody had to put that bag on his head.
その様子から他殺だと考えられている。
ええ、そう
I
ね。
think you're right.
そして、
Now,
佐々木君が発見された時、笑顔に
Sasaki
描
was
かれ
wearing
た
a
紙
paper
袋を
bag
か
with
ぶ
a
っていた
smile on it when he was found.
彼のその姿
And there's a certain similarity. It's just like the Smiling Man urban legend. It's like the real life case of the Smiling Man.
エミオ事件という
It's like
実
the
際に
real.
起きた。
エミオは都市伝説よ。
そうだったよね。
Yes. I mean, I'm going off the real thing.
そしてその都市
But
伝
what if
説は
the urban legend is
18年前に
based on the
降
actual
伏して
murders?
起きた
That's what I was talking about.
連続少女
That took
殺
place
人
18 years
事件
ago
を
in
連想させる
Kofuku
内
City.
容だ。エミオの都市伝説は
It's possible a
18年
horrible
前の
incident
事件
like
の
that could have
元となっ
spawned
た
such a
もの
morbid story, right?
その都市伝説と
Still, we
佐
need
々
to
木英介
establish
君
some
の殺
sort
害
of
との関
connection.
連性を。
今回の被害者は男の子なのよ
The
ね。
victim was a boy, right?
そうなんだよ。
That's right, and all three
先生の
victims in
話によ
older
れば
cases were girls,
18年前の事件では
according to
男
Mr.
の子の
Itsugi.
被害者はいなかったって。
でも
Yeah, it doesn't seem likely that was only a coincidence. It's probably relevant.
佐々木くんは
The poor
同
kid
じような
Sasaki
紙
covered in one
袋
of
を
those
かぶせ
horrible
られてい
paper
たんだも
bags.
の。
Yeah.
他に何か気になることはなかったの？
Was there anything else on your mind? Trying to think. Has anything showed up yet?
私は現場を見ていないからなんとも。
今日は掃除でき。
私は現場を見ていない。
他に
One
気
of
に
my
なるの。
missing.
そういえば、
Oh, I should have
今回
mentioned
の
that
事
we
件
met
の
the
担当
detective
刑事
assigned to the case.
クゼっていう
Her
女性
name's
の刑事
Kuze.
さんのこと。
Itsugi seems to recognize her
先生
from
が
somewhere.
先生は何とおっしゃってるの？
Mr. Itsugi worked with her before?
実は聞き
I'm
そ
not
びれちゃ
sure.
って
I didn't ask.
いや、
そうなのね。とりあえずど
Well,
うし
where
まし
do
ょ
we
う
go
か。
from here?
そうだな。まずは
Great question. Wish I had the answer.
何にせよ。
Well, maybe if
情報
it's
が全
worth
く足り
checking
てない
out
か
with the police again.
警察署に行って
Forensics could have dug up
話を
something by
聞い
now.
て。
じゃあ私は
Good
佐
idea.
々木
If
く
it's
んの
alright
最
to you,
近
I
の
think
様
I'll
子
try
と
to
かを
find out
調べ
more
てみ
about
る
the
ことにす
victim.
るわ。
Poor guy.
頼ん
That
だ
would
よ。
be helpful. Thanks. Travel. Police station.
じゃあ行ってくる
Alright.
よ。
See you later.
私も出かけるわ。
Good luck.
私たちって探偵としてまだまだだけど、二人で力を合わせて頑張
I
ろう
don't
ね
think。we're ready for that yet, but if we keep working together, maybe one day.
そうだね。
Wait. What? What are you? Wait, are y'all dating? Or trying to date?
じゃあまた後でね。
I'm off. See you later. Okay, so I don't think this is Kamada Narrow, just by some of the stuff I'm seeing. I wonder if Inspector Kamada is even here. I'll see if one of these officers can help.
あの、
Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but can you help me out?
こんにちは。
Hello, sir. How can I
何
help you?
かご用なの？
あの、
Did you know
鎌
if the
田警
inspector
部
is
はいら
available?
っしゃいますか？
You must mean Inspector
鎌田
Kamada,
警
right?
部です。
はい。
Oh,
実は
yes,
僕
sorry about that.
ちょっと待って。
Where do I know you from?
あなた、
Haven't we met
どこ
before?
かで会ったことあるわよね。 どこで会ったんだっ
You're
け？
some familiar, but why is it so hard for this dude to say his name?
言われてみれば、
She seems to think she recognizes my face.
どこで会ったんだっけ？
素敵な父兄さんだ。今はやめておこう。誰だっけ？
こんにちは。どこで会った？
誰だっけ？
Dude, just say your name, okay?
素敵な父兄。鎌田警部。
どこで会ったん？
誰だっけ？
The Smiling Man. Emio, the Smiling Man, is a Pavin's original legend. Supposedly, the Smiling Man appears in front of crying girls with a paper bag on his head, with a smile drawn on it. He tells the girls they don't have to cry anymore because he will give them a permanent smile. Then he kills them. The story goes that Smiling Man leaves his victims where they were killed with the same type of paper bag on their heads that he wears. That is a creepy picture.
どこで会ったん？
鎌田警部。
Okay.
誰だっけ？今はやめておこう。
どこで会った？
敵な不敬
Okay, it actually said something different. She's
あの時の
you. Yes, that's me. You are
はい宇津木探偵事務所の
You know, okay, just say your name, dude. I'm sorry, you look familiar, but I don't remember your name. Oh,
僕は
now you say it. Oh, that's all right. I'm Dusk Wolf.
あ
Of course,
そうだ
great
っ
to
たわ
see
ね
you, Dusk.
お久しぶりです
It's been a while. Did
こ
you
ちらに
transfer
転
to
勤
this
されたんです
precinct?
かあそれに
I mean, I should
Megane
have
をかけていらっ
recognized
しゃる
you
から
right away. I
す
suppose
ぐ
it
に
was the
気づき
glasses
ませ
that
んで
threw
し
me
た
off. Just say your name, dude.
そうなの
Oh, right. I usually wear
少し前に
contacts, and
こっち
yeah,
に
I
来たのよ。
transferred here a while back.
相変わらず
I
素敵な
remember
不敬さん
being a
だ
pretty sharp investigator.
鎌田警
All
部
right,
から
Inspector Cummins
誰か
did
訪ねて
mention
くるか
someone
も
might
し
be
れない
coming by.
と
I
聞い
suppose
て
it's you.
今
I'll go
担
see
当
if
の
he's
刑事を
available.
呼びますね
おまた
Well, well, well. Is this the supposed
君が探
PI?
偵だって
Who's this? Oh, it's the guy Kuze was yelling at this morning. You don't look that hungover. Just kidding, buddy, but Inspector Kamada is busy right now, so I've been assigned to help you out.
はじめまして
The name's
上
Dice.
原大輔っす
Okay, I'm pretty sure the first name is Daisuke? Daisuke? I'm just gonna go with Daisuke. The Daisuke.
上
You can
原
call
の
me
神
Dice
は
if
上
you... Yes, I will!
神がかってるとかのか
Okay, well,
Konnichiwa.
I'm Dusk Wolf. I'm with the
Utsugi
Atsugi
Detective
Detective Agency. Dice it is!
と
Let me use my
今朝
brilliant
の事件
deduction
の
to deduce
詳
why you're
細が
here.
聞きたいんだよね
Scoping out that murder, right?
はい
That's right. Normally we give your team a little more space, but the case is already unusual.
オッケー
Don't
オッ
even
ケー
sweat it. I'm your guy.
なんだっ
Hit
て
me up.
喋
I'll
っちゃ
tell
う
you
から
everything, and I
何
mean
でも聞い
anything.
てよ
Dice is a little overly friendly.
あの被害者なんだけど
I'm not the victim.
実は
Sure, I'll
さ
take personal questions too.
いきなり
Why is he like this? Sorry to jump in, but
上
you're
原
going to
刑
need to
事
take this conversation somewhere else.
そう
Fine,
です
we
よ
can
ね
follow
こん
procedure
なと
if
こ
you
ろでなん
insist.
て
Thank you so much.
ねえ探偵くん
Right this way, boy
僕の
detective,
部屋
to
へ
the
どう
fabulous
ぞどうぞ
interrogation chamber. I don't want to go into any chamber with this man all of a sudden. Can I go with the cute police girl? I'm sorry, but look at that face. Look at that face. Does this look like the face of a guy you want to follow into any room?
で探偵くん
And really, boy detective, well, maybe I can get something useful.
どうぞ
Oh, she came with us. Thank God. I'm safe. Help yourself? Oh, thanks. I could use some tea.
さっさ
Yeah, enjoy it, bro. She never makes fresh tea for me.
せっかくお姉さんが入れてくれたんだからさ
Dude, I wouldn't even get a cold glass of water for you. You're kind of creepy. Right. Okay, maybe you have...
いただきます
Cheers.
どううまい
Yeah, not bad, right?
Oh,
Bet you didn't get to enjoy tea from a beautiful lady often. That implies women talk
と
to
て
me.
も
Yeah, it's good. It hits the spot.
いいな
Fresh tea, and she didn't bring me a cup. I'll ask for one in a little bit, I guess.
断られるよう
I'm
な気
guessing
が
he's
する
going to get a no. Probably a slap upside the face.
楽しみ
I can't wait. Pal, I have a feeling I'll win the lottery before you get that tea. So about the case.
そ
Right,
りゃ
right.
そうだ
Not like you came here for
What's-
tea, huh? Right. Am I right? Fine. Where do you want to start?
何
The victim.
被害者の名前や年
You
齢
already have a
は
few dudes. He's
もう
right
知
name,
ってるかな
victim's name and age.
はい
That's right. His
被害者
name's
は地元の
Sasaki.
公立中学 3
Sasaki.
年生
He was only
Sasaki
15 years old.
今朝現場
I
の
visited the scene this morning.
お
Yeah, I saw you there.
そうです
And I saw you there getting verbally spanked by Detective Kuze in front of everyone. Hey, don't kink shame, dude. He might be into that.
佐々木英介
So
は
the kid apparently rode his bike there. We recovered it at the site. So that was his bike. That's right. I saw his bike. I saw a bike with the name Sasaki on it.
そう
Yeah, it was mixed in with all that garbage. Such a shame. It's a pretty nice bike.
気づいてたんだ
Look
ね
at you noticing things.
さすが
Real detective shit. He's the killer. I'm just gonna call it right now. This guy is too much of an idiot. He cannot be this actual dumb.
刑事の
I
俺
mean,
よ
you're
り
still
優
not a
秀じ
real
ゃん
detective. That wouldn't be me.
さすがに
Yeah, he's the
それは
killer.
ないか
Watch. Great.
昨日の午後
They're telling us it was
9時頃
around 9 p.m. last night.
あのポンプ場
At
付
that
近は
time, it would have been a
街灯も
pitch
少
black
ないか
out there.
ら
No
夜
street
になる
lights
と
at all.
真っ
Great
暗にな
murder
るか
spot, obviously.
一体なぜ被
We
害者
still
があ
don't
の
know
場所
why
を
the
訪
kid
れ
would have
た
been
のか
out
は
there
ま
at
だ
that
捜査
time,
中で
of
分かって
course.
ないんだけど
Scene of the crime.
遺体発見
We
現場
found the
は
body at the
国
pumping
道沿いに
station,
ある
deserted
ポンプ場
location,
の
you
す
know.
ぐ脇だよ
You know.
昼間でも
You know, you were here,
人が来なそうな
there.
場所だ今日の明け方
I think it was one of those early morning joggers that found it. Joggers, always finding bodies. I want to say something that he's wrong here, but I also at the same time realize I've read a lot of murder mysteries or something where somebody just walking or jogging sees a body.
被害者があんな時間にあんな場所へ行った理由はまだ不明だけど
We still have no idea what the kid was doing there at that time at night. Not homework, that's for sure.
現場横の
But we
国道
haven't
を
ruled
車
out
で
that
通りかかった
someone
人が
driving
何かを
by
見
may have
か
seen
けた
something if
という可能
it's
性は
right next to the
なき
road.
にしもあらずかな。でも
I mean, it's crazy, right? Would I have gone out there as a middle schooler at that hour? Probably not. And the world has never been more thankful for that. This whole thing is depressing. No, Bella, she didn't bring a cup.
何をしにあそこへ
What could the kid been doing out there?
被害者の佐々木英介
As you know, the victim had a paper bag over his head when we found him.
あの
Not just any paper bag, right? It had a smiley face on it.
そう
Yeah, it was
奇妙
creepy as
な
hell,
状況だよ
man.
ね
No doubt.
しかもその紙
And the
袋
bag was
どうやら
dark
結
and
構
old too.
古いものみたいでさ
Dank and old, not dark and old. I die. What do you mean
古い
by dank and old?
科捜研で
Ah,
詳し
for
く調
instance,
べ
it's
てると
taking
こ
a
ろ
look
だ
now.
よ
I don't know. It's just look gross to me. But we'll see what they find. He's the killer.
ちなみに
Yeah. So did you hear that there were some murders like this a while back?
過去に起きた
18年前の
I did. You're talking about the young girls who were killed
連続殺
18 years ago?
その通り
Yeesh, it's just like you already know
いやー
everything. That's our
何でも
boy
知ってるんだ
detective.
ね探偵くん
今回も探
The
偵
guy keeps pushing that button.
その事件でも
So I guess you already
遺
knew
体の
that those
頭に
victims
笑
had
顔が
paper
描か
bags
れた
with
紙
smiley
袋
faces
が
too,
被せら
Mr.
れてい
Smarty
た
Pants.
って話だからそっち関係も
That's so
含め
anyway,
て
that's
多方
obviously
面から
going to
捜査し
figure
ていく
into
こと
the
になる
investigation.
複雑な
Right,
事件
well, it's a
ですよ
complicated case.
18年前の
So
事
riddle
件の
me
被
this,
害
boy
者は
detective.
全
All
員
those victims were
女の子
girls, and serial killers love their
だから
patterns. Fair
連
enough.
続死でも今
But
回
our
の事
victim
件
is
の
a
被害
boy.
者はねえ探偵
Strange, isn't it?
はい
Yeah, it is. Let's see. I've got two ideas why it might be a boy this time. Option A. Emio killed a girl and was doing something with the body when that boy showed up, and Emio had no choice but to end his free trial of living. Option 2. This guy is just killing people for a completely other reason and is just taking the Emio legend to scare people.
18年前の事
But
件の
there's
被
another
害者
major
たち
difference
と
between those
今回
victims
の
and
事件
ours
の
that
被
I
害者
bet
に
you
は
haven't thought of.
もう一つ大きな相違点なんだかわかる
Care to hazard a guess? His age?
それは
Well,
年齢が
the
異
current
なる
victim is a
ですよ
different age.
さて
Survey says.
残念
You're wrong. The previous victims were all different ages
年
too.
齢がバラバラ
Age
なのは
doesn't seem to matter.
え
Why is he doing this?
紐状のもので首を絞められたよ
Oh wait, I remember.
あ、そうだ。
The previous
18年
victims
前
were
は
killed barehanded, but Sasaki was strangled with a rope or a string.
そう
Ding ding ding,
そ
there
こ
was no murder weapon 18 years
首を
ago.
絞めら
Pretty
れて
big
殺害
difference
さ
if
れ
you
た
ask
っ
me.
てのは同じだけど
So it's a
凶器
copycat?
の有無に違いがあるんだ
Or Emio over 18 years has gotten old and lost his strength, so he can't kill barehanded, but he can get away with it with a weapon somehow? Or Emio might actually be a ghost.
18年前の事件
We're
も
obviously
含
going to
め
be taking
多方
everything
面
into
から
account,
捜査してい
including
く
those
ことになり
murders
そう
from
だ
18 years ago.
18
You
年前
want to talk about
か
18 years ago, huh?
探偵君は
Why,
当
were
時
you
の
even
ことを
alive at that
覚え
time?
てる
Technically he was!
あ、いえ。僕が1歳ぐらいの頃なので。
Actually, I was talking about the games, but
そっかそっかやっぱ見た目通り若いんだねそれで探偵やってるなんて大したもんだよ
does this guy know us?
僕も探
Maybe I
偵にな
should
れ
have
ば
been
よ
a
かった
PI. It
な
must be cool not to have play
なん
by
か
the
こう
rules.
おっかない先
A
輩
certain someone
に怒られ
wouldn't be
ることも
breathing
あ
down
る
my
し
neck all the time. This is where she kicks in the door and grabs him.
あそうだ
Hey, I'm serious.
探偵君のところで
You think
雇
your
って
boss
も
would
らえ
take
ない
me on?
18年前の事件も含め
上原刑事は
Wait, do you remember anything about that case from 18 years ago?
僕は当時
Yep,
小
I
学
was in
生だっ
elementary
たけ
school,
ど
and it was all
よ
over
く
the
覚えて
news.
るよ
The victims
被
weren't
害者
much
は
older than me.
僕ら
I
が
wasn't worried about it, but the school and
学校や
everybody,
保護者が
parents sure
大
were.
騒ぎ集団登校
They
に
made us
集
walk to
団下
school in
近所の大
groups,
人
and
た
they
ち
had
が
whole
付き添ったり
neighborhood watch things
守ったり
going. So, okay, if he is the killer, he's a copycat. He can't have. Well, obviously, he's too young to be looking to be the original Emio. So, what is he, the son of Emio or something? Look, I know it's not a fair idea to jump to accusations, but this dude's just weirded me out. I don't know. There's something off about him.
その様子
It
は
was like we were in a
さな
parade.
がら大
Ridiculous.
名行列
Really?
あイメージねイメージ
Not really. It's
僕
called a
も
metaphor.
教科
Let's
書
try
で
to
しか
keep
知ら
up.
ないし下校時は
Anyway,
みんな
every
で
day we
体育
gather in
館
the
に
gym
集ま
to
って
make
ち
sure
ゃん
we're
と
all
走って
there.
チェックするんだけど
Imagine being tardy for class by like 20 minutes and your teachers think the guy in the paper bag has got you.
たまーに足りない時
You know, maybe sometimes the kids need to do.
時はうー慌て
Maybe sometimes the teachers do need to act like that. Maybe they could keep track of people skipping school. Nah, what am I saying? I don't know anything about school. Sometimes one kid would be missing. Boy, did that cause a panic. I bet.
そりゃそうなる。
Well, sure.
もち
Yeah,
ろん僕は
sometimes it was me. I
先
could
生
hear
神
them all
原君
yelling
がい
out
ま
for me
せ
and
ん
scrambling everywhere looking. Sounds super.
学校まで
Of
子
course,
供を
some parents
迎え
would
に
just
来る
pick
保
their
護者
kids
も
up
い
from
たし
school to avoid it all.
今改めて思うと
When I think back, I guess I was pretty
すごく
sheltered.
守られてたな。
Sorry to all the teachers
あ
I
の時
know.
はとまあそんなこんなで子供は日が暮れる前にみんないなくなっちゃうからさ
Anyway, since all the kids were safely inside before sundown,
犯人も商
I
売
guess we
上がったり
didn't
だよ
give the
ね
killer anyone to kill.
商売
Maybe I should workshop that joke. Yeah.
ただね当時の被害者たちが奇妙な袋をかぶせられた状態で見つか
そうなんです
Oh.
か。
うん
Yeah, I mean, it's been
18
18
年
years.
も
I
前
guess
の
I
こ
just
とだから
forgot.
いやでもさすがに
But it was
そんな
pretty
ショッキン
shocking.
グな
How
こと
could I forget that? Hmm?
紙袋の
Paper
こと
bags,
は
really? I feel like I would remember that.
紙袋の
18年前に
If
小
he was
学
in
生
elementary school 18 years ago, how old is he?
紙袋の
この刑事さん何歳？
Ask him?
紙袋の
20代半ばってところかな。変わった刑事さんだ。上原刑事は知っていそうなね。上原刑事は
Detective
Emio
calling
という都市伝説を
Detective Dice, are you
ご存知ですか？
familiar with the urban legend known as the Smiling Man?
エミ
Did you say the Smiling Man?
はい。
I did. You know,
微
like a
笑み
man
の
who's
笑み
smiling.
に
They
男
call
と
him
書いて
Emio sometimes. I don't know. What's the story behind it?
僕は
I explained the whole thing to Detective
歩みちゃん
Dice,
から聞い
just
た
the way Iomi
エミオの都
explained
市
it to
伝
me.
説を
I see what you mean about the similarities between that story and this case. Is there any connection?
ただの偶然
It
にして
shouldn't
も
just be a
でき
coincidence.
すぎているよ
Hmm.
な僕
Did I sound like I was
Emma,
deducing something awesome
結
just
構
then?
鋭いこと言ったよね
Maybe, I guess.
そう
I
でしょ
totally
そうで
did.
しょ
Anyway, joking aside, that's
な
definitely
ん
something
て
to
冗
think
談は
about.
さてお情報提
So,
供
thanks for
ありがと
sharing.
うねメモ
I'm filing that away.
都市伝説エミオ
Yeah,
は
the Smiling
今
Man
回の
legend
事
is
件
pretty
と
similar to this
18
case
年
and
前
to
の
the
事
murders
件
from
よく
18 years
似た
ago.
話都市伝説ね
Urban legends, man. He's dead silent. What's up with that? Used to work at a different station. Recognized us. From a past case. She was wearing glasses, but she normally wears contacts. He was in elementary school at the time of the serial murders of girls 18 years ago. He didn't know about paper bags found on the victims. He had never heard of the urban legend Emio the Smiling Man. Why is he staring at me like that so intensely? He might be having an observation this year. Maybe he's more of a detective than I give him credit for. You know, now that I think about it,
僕
there's one other thing we
とても
haven't
重要な
considered.
はい
Go on.
探偵君
Well, it's just the officer who was just here seemed like she kind of liked you, didn't it?
いいな
Get me out of this room right now.
え 本
She's
当
hot,
に
right?
素敵だよね
A woman that hot and she wears a police uniform? Now
あ
that's
る
a
種の
legend.
都市伝説だよね
Finally, something we agree on! Oh boy.
彼女が
I'm
こ
so
こに
glad she
転勤して
transferred
き
to
てく
this
れてよ
division.
運命の出会い
It's like destiny. Wow.
さすがは神原ほんとついてるマジで神がかってるよな俺って
You are like the gift that keeps on giving. I don't want you, but I'm stuck with you.
神
Speaking of women in uniform,
え
oh hi there, ma'am.
先輩
Didn't see
お
you
疲れ
there.
様です
お疲れ様ですじゃ
Ma'am,
ないで
what's
しょ
that supposed to mean? You're older than him?
あんた何くだらないこ
What
と
are
くっ
you
ちゃべ
two
ってんの
blathering
よ
about? Do your
真
job.
面目
We've
に
got
仕
a
事しな
murder
さ
to
い
solve.
ち
It's
違
not
うん
what you
です
think.
この子が
Maybe
うちの
it is.
父
The
兄
guy
さんが
won't
素敵だ
show about a
な
hop.
んて言うもんだ若いっていいな
What?
そんじゃあ自分
あとよろしく出て行ってしまった。
たくも
I really hope I'm right about him being the killer. Ahem.
今朝はごめんなさい
Anyway, sorry about this morning as well.
あの
Oh, okay.
あ
I
ま
guess
だ
I
名乗
haven't
ってな
even
かった
really introduced myself.
捜査一課の
I'm
久世
Detective
純子で
Kuze.
す
Junko Kuze. Finally, a name I know how to pronounce easy. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm from Atsugi Detective Agency. Dusk Wolf. Sorry to bother you this
お
morning.
邪魔をしてす
あなたのことを
No, no,
う
it's
ち
my
が
fault.
呼んだ
I
って
didn't
知らなか
realize
った
the
から
inspector had called you guys in.
いえ
It's
そ
no
の
problem at all.
ただし
That said,
私の仕事の邪
don't
魔だ
get
け
in
は
my
しない
way.
でちょうだい
Understood? Right.
はい
Of course.
あの
So,
ごめんなさい
sorry, I have work to do. Excuse me. And she's gone.
そうだ
Maybe I should ask if Inspector Kamada is still based just in case. What's this?
お願いします
Come on, just one
一
cup,
杯だけでいい
okay?
んで
Turn around, Dusk, and walk away from the idiot.
お茶なら自
Why
分
don't
で
you
入
brew
れて
it
ください
yourself? Miss Detective Kamahara? I just really want you to brew it for me.
本当に
I can't believe he's begging like that. We are not stealthy, dude.
そうすれ
It's
ば
for the good of
これからの捜査も
investigation.
全
Trust
力
me. Yeah, dude, I'd be crying too.
うわ
Oh,
探
hey,
偵
boy detective. Are you leaving already? Okay, bye, I guess.
やっぱり断られて
Took
た
that one on the nose. Shrug it off, Dice.
見てたのね
You saw all that. Yeah, but I have some unrelated questions.
じゃあ向こ
All
う
right,
で
all
話し
right.
ましょ
Let's find somewhere to talk.
う上原刑事
So
か
we're
ら
able to get some
ちゃんと
info
話
from
は聞けた
Detective Dice?
はい
Yes, more or less. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick 10-minute break. My legs are getting stiff. So I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. Okay, break time's over. Where were we? Oh yeah, talking to the cute police girl about Kamada.
すみません
I was wondering if Inspector Kamada is available.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry, but I'm told his meeting is running long. Probably related to the murder case.
あそうですか
I see.
また明日にでも
Maybe I should come back tomorrow. Ask about Dice? What is his name?
いろんな
Kamihara?
刑事を見てき
I
たけど
worked with a lot of detective, but that one, well, he's something special.
あなたは
You might not want to follow in his footsteps if you catch my drift. She's already working to try and get her future husband not near him. Note it. Observations?
あなた
You've grown up a bit,
大人っ
haven't
ぽく
you?
なったわ。
Now, why can't I get cute women to look at me like that?
背も伸び
Have
た
you
んじゃ
gotten
ない
taller
かしら
too?。
背も伸びた。
I'm 6'4", lady. I'm not getting taller. At least I hope not.
また明日に
I
で
can
も
come back tomorrow.
それでは
If you'll excuse me, I should head out. Please give give
鎌田警
Inspector
部
Mar
によろしくお伝えください
Please give Inspector Kamada my thanks for his help.
気をつけて帰
Sounds
る
good.
のよ。
Safe travels. Hello, I'm back.
おかえり。
Welcome back, Dusk.
おかえりなさい。
Welcome back.
君、
So
今
how
日の
did
調
it
査
go
はどう
today?
だった
僕は
Well, I
警
went
察
to
署
the
に
precinct
話を
to
聞
see
き
what I
に
could find
鎌田
out,
警部は
but
会議中
Inspector
だったの
Kamada
で
was in a meeting all day, so I
上原と
spoke
いう
with
刑事
Detective
さんが
Kamihara
話してくれました
instead.
そうか。
Is that so? Well,
お疲れ様。
thanks for tracking someone down.
あゆみちゃん、
Ayomi, what
君は
about you?
私は
Sure,
佐々木
well, I
君の
went
お
to
家
see
に
the
行って
victim's
話
family.
佐々木家は
The Sa-
ごく普通の家庭環境
The
だと感
Sasaki
じられ
family
ま
was
した。
very nice and welcoming. It felt like
家
it was
族
a good
仲もと
family
て
home.
もすごく辛い
And
さなかな
considering
の
their
に
terrible loss, they were
真
so
実を
generous
知り
with
たい
their
からと
help.
いって
They really want to
ご
know
家
what
族に
happened.
協力してもらいました佐々木くんやご家族に
It's
トラブル
just
などは
senseless,
な
you
か
know?
ったようです
Sasaki wasn't any sort of trouble. He was just a regular kid. It's just
ただ。
just what?
夕べ遅くに帰
Well,
って
his
きた
family
佐
said
々
that when
木
he
くん
came
は
home that night,
そ
he
のまま部屋に
locked
閉じ
himself
こ
in
もっ
his
て
room.
今までそんなことなかったみたいで
They
ご家
never
族も
he's
戸惑っ
they
てい
never
たそうです
they said he never done anything like that before. They weren't sure what it was all
呼
about.
びかけて
He
も返
wasn't
事がない
responding,
の
so
で
they were worried.
様子を見
They
る
were
こと
about
に
to
した
try
よ
and
うな
lock
ん
in
で
the
す
door,
が
but
8時頃お
at
母
8
さん
p.m.
が
his mother heard a noise at the front door. She went to check in.
受話器を持った学校の制服を着たままの佐々木くんがいたそうなんです
Izuki. I'm going to just go with Izuki. It was Izuki, still wearing his school uniform, holding a telephone receiver.
すると佐
So
々木
he
くん
hadn't been
は
in his room after all.
驚いたような顔で受話器を置くと
He dropped his phone in surprise when he noticed her. Then he locked himself in his room for real. So
佐々木
I
君
wonder
は
who he was
誰かと
talking to.
様子を見る
Yeah,
限り
great question.
そう
His
みたい
family
ね
didn't know. This,
もちろん
yeah, this is
電話の
before
相手は
modern
わから
era,
ないわ
before where you could just retrace people's calls with a cell phone.
間もなくして
Anyway, it
佐々
seems
木君は
that
出か
he
けたみ
snuck
た
out
い
again
ね
after that without his family
ご
noticing.
家族は
Hmm.
今日分かったことはここ
And
ま
that's
で
all I
です
have for now. I'll keep digging.
佐々木君の
What in the
家
world happened to this poor kid?
僕は
You know,
18
I've
年
been
前の
digging
事件
into
の
this
報
cold
じられ
case from
方を確認してきたん
18 years
だ。
ago a bit more, and I'm concerned.
実は当時、
You see, the police
例の
never
紙
made
袋
all
の
the
こと
details
を
public, in
警察は
particular
公
the
開
use
し
of
ていな
paper
かったん
bags.
だ。
なるほど
So if that's
だから上原刑事は
that's why
紙袋の
Detective
ことを覚え
Kamihara
ていな
didn't
かった
remember anything about it. So someone related to the killer would have to know.
公開しなかった理由は何だったん
Do
で
you
しょ
know
うか
why they withheld that information?
うん。
Well, I have an idea, but it would be better to speak Kamada to Kamada himself about it.
わかりました
I understand.
当時、 警察が
Regardless
事
of
件
the
の
reason
詳
why,
細を
if the
公
police
開しな
didn't
かったの
realize
ならば
those details at the time,
連続少女殺
then
人
it
事件
seems a
が
bit of a stretch to
都市
assume
伝
that this
説
case is
エミオのモデルだと単純に結び
connected
つけ
to
る
the
のに
Smiling
は
Man
少
urban
々
legend.
無理があり
でも
But the legend
佐々木
almost
君の
has
事
to
件
be connected to
エ
the
ミオ
current
は
case,
どこかに
doesn't
結び
it?
つく
In
と
some
考え
way.
るのが自然ですよね。
Maybe not from the police, but if somebody was in their house or something, saw a guy, weirdo in a trench coat and a paper bag on his head, going towards a crying girl, that would lead to it.
その通りだ
Well, I do think I need to
今回
fully
の事件
understand the
を解く
urban
鍵は
legend if I'm going to
この
solve
都
this
市伝
case.
説にあると僕は考える
You specifically?
ああ
Well, yes, I'm
エミオのこと
fascinated
は
about the
僕に
case of the
任せて
Smiling
くれ
Man, and I want to take a
実に
deeper
興味
dive
深
into
い
it.
話ださあ二人とも
Now then, I'd like to
今日分か
have
っ
the
た
two
こ
of
と
you
をもとに
review what you learned from
君たちの
today's
推理を
research.
聞かせてくれないか
わかりました。
You got it? Shall we,
始めましょ
Dusk?
う。
遺体で見つかった佐
So
々
we
木
have
君の
a
頭には
victim, Izuki
笑顔が
Sasaki, who
描かれ
was
た
found
紙
with a
袋
paper
が
bag on
かぶ
his
せ
head
られ
with a
ていた
smiley face on it. Before his death, he made a
これ
phone
と
call.
同様の事件は
A
過去にも起きていた。
series of similar cases took place 18 years ago.
18年前だ。
18 years ago.
そうね。
Is it just me, or does that feel like that's connected to 18 years ago? I don't know. There's just something off about the 18 years thing to me. I can't figure out what it is.
その通りだ
Precisely.
18年前の
The
事
case
件
from 18 years ago
3件の
involved
連
three
続、そ
murders.
して
And the
被害者
victims
に
all
は
had
共
one
通
thing
し
in
ている
common.
ことが
All of them were teenage girls.
10代の女
All
の
of
子だ
them
っ
were
た。
teenage girls, so it's no point making us of theories right now. I don't have much evidence.
ひどい事件
It
よ、ね
was。so terrible to think about.
18年前の事件の犯人は
So the killer from 18 years ago was never caught,
それと
and the information about the paper bags was never
当
made
時から
public.
一度もとなると
So only a
その
handful
事
of
実
people
を知って
know
いるか
about
ら
it. 被
犯人
The
被害者遺
killer,
族
the families of the
当
victims,
時
the
捜査
police
に
who
当
were
たった警
investigating,
察
and whoever found the
遺体
bodies.
どう？
What does
これ
it
までに集めた
all
情
add
報
up
か
to?
ら
Do you have any
何か
thoughts
気
based on
づ
the
いたこ
info
と
you
はあ
have
る？
so far?
そうだね
Well, I suppose what I can
今
say
の
at this
段階
stage
で
is I know I was saying Dice might be the killer, but really, he might just be a bigger idiot. Something seemed off about blank. Actually, someone was off about this woman.
あの久世刑事の様子には
Seemed off about Detective Kuze.
どうしてそう思う
What
の？
makes you say that? She reacted strangely when I make.
ただなんとなくだけどね。
うーん。
今日の調査で分かったことはそれぐらいだね
情報の整理きちんとしていかなくちゃ。
そう
I
だ。
agree.
期待して
I'm
いる
counting
よ
on both of
二人
you.
ともでは
All right,
明日も
let's
手分
split
け
up
して
and continue
調
the
査を進め
investigation
よう
tomorrow.
私は
I'll head
佐々木君が
to
通ってい
Izuki's middle
た
school and see
中
what I
学
can learn.
僕は引き
I
続き
think I'll see what else I can get
警察
from the police.
頼んだよ
Excellent. Good luck out there. This is as far as you can currently play in the demo version of the game. Thank you for playing. A future update will allow you to press a bit further in the story within the demo. Yes. And, well, that is honestly a lot farther than I did not know how far the demo was. No, I don't have no money right now. But, well, I guess that's the end of this stream. It's a lot shorter than I've wanted it to be. They said there's gonna be an update that lets me play more of the game in the demo, so I'll probably keep my eye out for that, and I'll live stream that. What is it right now? Monday. I do not know if there's a stream tomorrow. If I am getting the other part of this, tomorrow I will live stream it then. But until then, see you guys later.